Hey, welcome to the Danger Zone. It's Ashley. Everything in my video can be found on a public domain, and the full disclaimers down below. Lots of love and many blessings your way. If you're new to my channel, thank you for being here. About a month and a half ago, almost 2 months now, I had a house fire and I lost my dog of 15 years and my possum Gizzy. Listen, I've had people, total strangers, go out of their way for me and my family. People I'll probably never meet on this planet, but I'll meet you one day. Y'all have truly become my family members. I wanted to say a huge thank you to Margaret for making me this piece of jewelry. I had an awesome lady paint this picture of Chewy, and Margaret took this picture of Chewy, which is absolutely spot on, and made me this piece of jewelry. It is so beautiful. Just like that painting, this piece of jewelry will be with me forever. Thank you, Margaret, so much. You know, we do know that Meghan's a princess, the princess of plagiarism. She does not have an original bone in her body. She even copies people's clothing style. I think this girl's so messed up mentally, and that's just my opinion. She just really doesn't know who she is or who she wants to be from one day to the next. I really don't know if that's sad or pathetic. Maybe both. I'll tell you what has her furious, and it's not because of who said it, it's because who they're related to. Kate Middleton's Uncle Gary, he's been known to be the black sheep of the family because he's pretty wild. He likes to party, have a good time. But my hat's off to the man. At least he had it in him to say something about the couple. And Meghan is heated. Isn't she always mad? He posted a rant online, and here's what he said. He said, with so much stuff going on in the world, still these two Muppets are craving attention. He said, please shut the F up. He said, why don't you just raise your child and stop talking, let alone making demands? Finally, somebody in the family, related down the line anywhere, connected somehow, stepped up and said something. Now listen, y'all know if Uncle Gary was not related to Kate, Meghan would have totally brushed this off as noise. Allegedly, Meghan feels that Kate told her uncle exactly what to say. And she's just so upset over it. What she doesn't realize is not everybody's like her. Not everybody has to have their friends and family do their dirty work for them. Who even thinks like that? A guilty person does. She's so guilty of doing that herself that she thinks everybody else does that too. That kind of behavior is typically reserved for psychopaths. And speaking of psychopathic behavior, listen to this really fast. So one of her ex-husbands, Trevor Engelson, the one she was engaged to for nearly 8 years and only married 2, before she sent him his ring back in the mail to say, hey, it's over. This same guy that she told all her friends, I would die if something happened between us. He's the love of my life. They say she put so much pressure on this man, used him so bad. They say his personality is very reserved, very much an introvert, laid back, not big on partying that much. It was due to the strings that he pulled that she was able to get on Suits. And they say when she felt stable enough, secure enough on Suits, is when she decided to call it, quits with Trevor. She was off and running. It was on to the next guy, the next lily pad. Her friend Anaki Pretty said that he was very doting on Meghan. He was very supportive, always there when she needed him. She would put massive amounts of pressure on him to find these Hollywood parties so she could get out and mingle and people could learn who she was and know that she too was in the business. She wanted to make a name for herself. As much as a homebody as he was, he gave in to her. He'd make sure to score him invites to all these parties, even when he didn't feel like going. You know what, y'all? He seems like a really good guy. He does. And wouldn't you know, history's repeating itself. But this time it's with Handbag Harry. She's putting so much pressure on Harry to get out there and mingle. She doesn't want him running around with Adele and drinking on the weekends. She wants him with people like David Foster. David Foster knows a lot of Hollywood A-listers and every musician known to man. She started pushing Harry off on David Foster. He's become his shadow. It's so bad, y'all, that they're not going over to England for the holidays anymore. They're staying back with David and Catherine McPhee. It's just history repeating itself all over again. She's so desperate to turn up at these A-lister parties, these big Hollywood get-togethers. She's sending Harry for that purpose, putting so much pressure on him. Forcing Harry to follow David around like that's his dad or something, just so that Harry can rub elbows with anyone and everyone. It's disgusting. And just exactly as Trevor felt really pressured, they're saying Harry's under a ton of stress and pressure. And just as she did Trevor, I believe she'll do Harry the same exact way. When she's used him and he can't be used anymore, she'll hock a huge loogie in his face and she'll be off to the next best thing. Because that's who she is. I hope y'all are having a really good day today. I appreciate you being here. I'll see you soon. We'll talk fast. Please stay safe and be blessed.